Okay, so for the next layers, well, for everything else, I put away my gel plate because these are just the backgrounds, and now I want to be a little more deliberate. So I am taking some cosmetic wedges, and if you want, you can use the ink blending tool with the foam applicator, but I'm having a problem with mine drying up too fast, so maybe I'm leaving too much paint on them. That, or I'm wondering if where this paint is a different formula, if maybe it doesn't leave your sponges the same as the other paints. So for the next layer, like I said, I'm applying the paint through a stencil with a makeup wedge, and I just get them at the dollar store. Okay, $1.25, and you get 28. And I'm still choosing stencils that are fairly big. And the color, like I'm saving my very last stencil. My last layer of stencils are going to be like smaller ones. And I'm going to use like Balmy Night, like something dark. I don't think I'm going to go with black. I think I'm going to use Balmy Night as my black. Unless I try it and it's not dark enough, then I may resort to black. So I'm thinking this layer, I'm not using the cocktails anymore. I'm done with those. So I'm thinking I may use, I really don't know if I'm going to use this one. I get the feeling I'm not. But I do have Pink Flamingo and Blue Lagoon. I don't know if I'll use Island Parrot because it's so light that it may not show up too much. And I don't know if I'm going to use Desert Sand because I don't think it'll look good with any of these colors. I mean, it looks good with like these colors, but not with the cocktails. So maybe these will be, I don't think I really care for, like I have used this color with a cocktail for a background and it looks beautiful, but I don't think I would like it as a layer on top. So unless I pull one out of my drawer, I could do that. So let's see. What color would I want? I do love Pure Sunshine, but I don't know. I have a pink, I have a blue. I want something that stands out from the background, but not too strongly. That would probably look nice, but I don't like purple. 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 That's a new color. I just can't. I don't know how to orange. I may try Tangerine Dream. I don't know. I'll take out Tangerine Dream and Pure Sunshine and we'll see. I don't have any deep greens left. Mine all dried up. So I'm trying not to buy for a while, so I haven't bought any replacements in the tubes. So we'll see. Oops, I don't want vanilla custard. You could use sprays too if you want to, but I'm sticking with the paints. So I just have a palette pad, I believe it's called, palette paper. Can you hear my cat? And the stencils I have chosen, I don't know if I'm going to use them all or not. I have Old School Numbers, Old School Alpha, Quilts, Otis's Orbs, and Court Jester. And I pulled out these two, the Old School Numbers and Letters. I pulled that out in a small one as well. So if I use it in the large, I'm not going to use it in the small. Like on that particular paper. So that's the stencils. Now where do I want to start? I really don't like this one. I'm trying to think of a way I can make it better. It's a little nerve-wracking. Afraid I'm gonna wreck some of them. Like some of them I like, so it's, I think I might need another one. Don't know what to use. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the Quilts and Blue Lagoon. I'm trying to be a little random but yet have it in a cluster. Like I'm not trying to get all of this circle, like, and then I'm letting the paint fade on my sponge as I go out. Oh, I love it against the yellow. Oh, that one looks too squared. I'm just going to go out of it. There we go. I'm going to add a little bit up here. That one. I'm going to try Pink Flamingo. I'm getting a different sponge. I'm gonna give it a try, you guys. Blue Hawaiian. It's a pretty color. Oh, I think it's gonna look good. I don't mind it. I'm still on camera. I am. I'm gonna do one more. Trying to decide what size I want. So I stepped outside of my comfort zone and used the blue Hawaiian, and I don't mind it. I feel like that color may look good on this one as well. That stencil. I think I'm gonna go with numbers or letters. Something is telling me numbers. More. That's too much on my sponge. It's like I have it on there, but at the same time, I don't feel like it's going through. I lift my stencil and there may be a bunch. Okay, you are seeing it. It just doesn't look like it, but it is there. I like that color with that. So that is Lemon Drop and Mango Punch, and then Blue Hawaiian. Yeah, I don't mind those colors together. I love numbers. It's like one of my favorite stencils to do, like not necessarily only by Diane, but like Tim Holtz numbers. I believe Julie Faye Fan Balzer has a TCW stencil that's numbers. Number Jumble or something, I think. I just love number stencils. See, I love this. Even though I used the blue that I was uncomfortable with, the color is looking really weird on the camera. Hope it turns out better on once it's uploaded. I'm loving this one. Yeah, what to do on this side? I don't want to use the blue because I use blue. It's like same colors. And I used blue, so I want to use a different color. I really don't think. It's pretty bold. I don't know. I'm gonna try it. I may regret it. And keep my sponges with my paint colors. I don't think I'm gonna end up using the orange ones. I think I have enough with what I have. So, what stencil? Don't want to use numbers again. I'll try this one. I'm gonna put that there because I put a little paint there. This one really makes me nervous. I'm afraid it's gonna be too dark. And that is Fiery Sunset. And I may regret doing it with a green one too. Maybe too Christmassy. But I do like bold, so maybe it'll be okay. I love the color. I'm just skeptical against this. I have to fade a little bit. So I'm rubbing a little instead of pouncing, so it'll be a little more faded. I think as you get little bits of your sponge come off. Just want to soften up the edges a little bit. I don't mind it. I don't. I have enough paint left on my stencil that I didn't need to apply more. Okay. That one's done. I'd like to find one that doesn't have the green to use the red on. That one's already done. I know it has some green, but I'll put it in the pink sections. And I'm going to use the letters. I'm avoiding that spot because my stencil goes up. It got hooked or something. I don't mind it against the pink. It looks a little less red. It looks more brick. Guys, I'm gonna be so excited if I actually start and finish this project today. That'll be pretty amazing for me. That's it. What am I gonna do at this side? That's so bad. I feel like I'm going to use the Blue Lagoon for wet stencil. I don't feel like I want to use any of the ones that I chose. I'm going to bring some of this one back in. And let's try that. So I want a fair amount of this background covered because I'm really not liking it. So this spot I really don't like. I think this is going to help. Because this color is looking really nice against it. Okay, I think I'm going to turn it this way. So I really don't like this. I don't like this area either, but I might use a different stencil on that. I love this Blue Lagoon. That's more my shade of blue. As nice as the Blue Hawaiian turned out, this is totally my comfort zone. Yeah. I'm liking it more. Oh shoot. I put it in the Blue Hawaiian. Darn it. I'm going back into the Blue Lagoon. Hopefully it'll be covered. See a little bit of the Blue Hawaiian coming out there. So you'll have to let me know how you're liking this video where I'm talking as I'm doing it, because well, I don't do it often because usually there's people here and my son is home, but he's upstairs in his room. And it makes it slower pace. So I feel like I'm going to be driving you guys crazy with how slow I'm going. And that is why I don't usually do it. That, or I like watching Netflix and listening to music. I really want to use this one again. I'm trying to think if I've used Pink Flamingo at all. Okay, I did once. So I've only used Pink Flamingo once and Blue Lagoon once. Really? Yep. Oh, that's Blue Lagoon. So I'm going to use Pink Flamingo, even though it could really use another color. I'm using this one again. Oh, I like it. Even though there is some, you can see it in the yellow in the background. I will use, I'm going to use Numbers again. And Pink Flamingo. So yeah, anyways, I don't even know if I finished my sentence. Let me know if you like this style video where I'm talking as I'm working. I know you can speed me up, so you can make me sound like a chipmunk, and it can be even more entertaining, and it won't take as long. So don't forget you have those settings. Sometimes I have people complain that usually, I'm trying to think if I don't get a lot of complaints actually. The viewers I have, you guys are really, really like amazing and sweet. You're all so kind. So I don't get a lot of negative comments. Let's see if I will now that I've said that. But honestly, like 99% of the time, like everybody is just amazing. And when I do get a negative comment, it's not usually from a regular watcher. So I know some people just like to try to make you feel like my memory card was full. I had to change my memory card. So anyway, I know some people just do it just to try to get a rise out of you, or they're having a bad day, or they want to make you feel like crap kind of thing. Which I don't get, but hey, whatever floats your boat, I guess. You're not bothering me. But anyway, if it's too slow pace for you, speed me up. And if it's too fast, which this one will not be for sure, but if it is too fast, then slow me down. You have that option. It's like a little gear on the bottom right corner. And if you click on that little gear, then I think, pretty sure that's where it is. You have your speed setting and you can change it. So I think that's it. And I just saw my husband's truck pull in the driveway, so I'm gonna stop this for now. I'll give you a little looky, see what we have so far. That fiery sunset is really popping. Curious what these are going to look like when I'm finished, because so far it's like not really my style, but I am far from done. Okay, so I thought for the next layer, before adding small stencils, I thought I would go in with some stamping. I'm going to zoom out a little. So I've chosen some lighter colors. Actually, I won't use that one. So I have, and these are all Ranger, and they're archival ink pads. This one is aquamarine, and I have leaf green, chrome yellow, rose madder, and spiced marmalade, or marmalade. So I'm not sure if I'll use them all, but I just took out my lighter colors in my archival ink pads. And for stamps, I chose, I'm trying to stick with Dylusions for this album since I've already used all Dylusions stencils and paints. So I'm not too worried about the ink, because I only have, for a Dylusions ink pad, I only have this one. And it comes with black marble, bubblegum pink, Calypso Teal, and Dirty Martini. So maybe I'll leave that one out too, just in case. So I may use that pink instead of the other one. Okay, so for the stamps, I don't even know if I'll use this one or not, but I took it out just in case because I like these. So it's In-Betweenies, Starstruck. I need to move down a little. I'm getting off screen, just in case you didn't see that one. That's In-Betweenies, Starstruck, Basic Backgrounds, and The Right Words. I think that's pretty much all I have for stamp sets that are good for background. I do have, I don't think I want any leaves though, and I have these cobwebs and brick, so I'll leave these out just in case. They're the ones that she came out with, that you get the stencil, and I always forget these stencils are in here, where you have the stencil and the stamp. So put those there just in case. And I still haven't decided exactly how this is going to go. If I do it in the middle, get a stamp. That's about 5.5. So the center would be about here, right there. I don't know if I want it that high, but I don't want to make this too complicated either. I don't know if I'm going to score anything yet, but I am going to have a look and see which way I may want them to go. Because like this one, for instance, I'd rather it be this way and this way. It's just me. I'm going to zoom it a tiny bit more because I keep going off camera. Maybe I should put a piece of tape so I know not to go any further. Just as a little reminder. Actually, I don't even want to go that high, really. So I want this one to be this way. And this one I obviously want this way. Same. Okay, that's easy. That has determined it for me. I'm going to lay my stamps out so I can see them. And I am going to add stenciling after this. I just want to do the stamping first so I can, like, some of the paint will cover maybe a little bit of the stamping. This one, I feel like I could go with some blue and green. Trying to decide which stamp. See, this is the downfall of doing it real time. It takes me a long time to decide. So I'm going to go with some of these circles from Starstruck. I'm going to go with blue. It's a bit dark. Wasn't expecting it to be quite that dark. I don't really want it that dark. I'd rather have the second generation. I'd like an even smaller one, but okay, I have this one around the edge. So if I take this one, then I can just try to get this part. I've oftentimes thought of cutting this one up, but I have not. I really like the green against this. I had cut one of those, but I didn't. I wish there was more like little small ones. Love that one. See, it's so hard not to go overboard. And So I've done both sides of that one. Try not to add too much because I am going to go in with doodling and another layer of stencils, and then whatever we put on top. So I'm thinking I may do collage elements on top. So I've already done letters, so I want to stay away from doing more letters. Not to say that you have to, I just prefer to. This one's a bit big, but I think I'm going to go for it. And choose pink, so maybe it's not too bold. Do it in 3. So now for that one. I like the idea of the circles, like where there's circles in the heart, and then bringing it in here. Just trying to decide on the blue or the green. I'll try the green. This one I just automatically think all doodling. Where there's some circles, I think I'm going to emphasize it a little bit more. With what color? I think I'll go with the pink. I know it's not the same size, but turning off the volume on my phone. I want that small circle again. I'm going to go with a different one though. I used pink. There's people walking outside, and there's a big window in my room, and they just stopped. It was 2 ladies, and the one was pointing inwards. I have macrame plant holders hanging in the window that I made. I don't know if that's what they're pointing at, or if they're pointing that I'm doing stuff. I waved and they didn't wave back. I don't even know if they saw me. I want something else, but I don't know what. I feel like I don't have the style that I want. I'm going to go to green. Thinking I may even do the doodling before I do the next layer of use your words, Denise. Before I do the next layer of stenciling, because the paint has had a long time to dry. Like it's probably been almost 4 hours. So if I do more stenciling, then I'm going to have to wait longer to do doodling, and I don't want to wait. So I will do it after this layer. I'm going to try the yellow. Most of the time when I use this one, I do it upside down. Not intentionally, it's just I tend to do it upside down. Got some diamonds. In what color? I think I'll go pink. There's no pink on this one. A nice little bit of contrast. I really like that. I haven't done any numbers for stamps. I'm going to try the blue. Oh yeah. Love it. Telling you, sucker for numbers. It's kind of out of my comfort zone. It hasn't even been used. I don't know what it is about stars, but I have a hard time using them. I don't know why. Those ink pads are going to be a pain to try to do that. I'm going to go with the yellow. It shouldn't be too bold, and the star scares me. I know, silly. It's totally not me. It's not what I'm used to using. I know we've already done 2, but I feel like I want a little bit of circle. I'm going to stick with the blue though, because I don't want to introduce yet another color. Oh crap, that was green. I said blue. I'm even going to keep it in the area of the blue. I don't even know why I had to add it, but I just felt like I wanted some circles. Okay, that one's done. It's the last one. I think I'm gonna go with this arrow again. This one hasn't been used. The ones that I use the most on this stamp set are the circles, and I love this one. It's that one right there. Anytime my circles even fall off, they get used all the time. I think I've used that one a few times, but it's mostly the circles in this one. That was my first time using it. This one hasn't been used. This one hasn't been used. This is my first time using the arrow, and I've had that stamp set for a really long time. I'm gonna go with, I think, green. I think, yeah, the arrow's bigger than that spot. I have this urge to go like 3 times, but then turn it this way and that's it. Yellow or blue? I'll go blue. Last one. Okay, that's it for the stamping. Gonna grab a couple pens or markers and I'll be back to doodle.